We have a very limited view of Gold Roger's past relationships he had formed prior to the current storyline. Just recently, it was revealed that he had 3 previously unshown companions, Odin, Nekomamushi, and Inuarashi. Considering there was 0 evidence prior to this being revealed, it would not be a stretch to say Roger had many unshown allies or companions during his adventure. Now obviously, we will most likely get an arc dedicated to Roger's journey at the end of the series, and Oda's vaguely described points in Roger's journey for the sole purpose of adding mystery to the whole adventure. Now here's my predictions of some unexpected allies or potential crewmates that had some sort of relationship with Roger. Red Leg Zeph. Many people overlook Zeph's power and past in the Grand Line. He was one of the few pirates to actually properly scale the Grand Line and return generally unharmed. I would not go as far as to say that he was a close member of Roger's crew like Rayleigh or Crocus, but it is possible that he was at some point in alliance with Roger. Much like Sanji, Zeph was a dreamer who wanted to find the All Blue by scaling the Grand Line. Roger, who dreamed of being the king of the pirates, like Luffy, logically may have come across Zeph at some point due to their dreams aligning. Considering they were great pirates during the same era, it would not be far-fetched to say that they may have been allies for some time. Zeph also shows affection toward Luffy's dreams several times, almost as if it reminded him of Roger's ambitions, like many others have shown to be. Coincidentally, around the same time Roger's crew disbanded in Chapter 0, we saw Zeph on his own, just like Rayleigh. This may have been due to Zeph forming his own crew after the Roger pirates disbanded. And if not simply just an ally, Zeph may have even been a crew member for some time. During the flashback with Shanks and Buggy, Shanks warns Buggy of taking food as it would enrage the chef. And as we know, Zeph would hurt anyone, even his own crew, if they stole food from anyone, including enemies. Much like the Straw Hats, many key positions in Roger's crew seem to have consisted of strong fighters. For example, Crocus and Chopper being doctors and very powerful in combat. It's almost guaranteed Roger had a chef, and he was most likely also a strong fighter. So what better person than Zeph may have filled that role, even if just for a short time? Now one counter argument might be, why wasn't Zeph's position more obvious? Well, looking at Sanji, he is the most mysterious Straw Hat, avoiding proper identification for nearly 3 years during their journey, and is mostly seen away from the crew cooking in the kitchen, so Zeph could have easily been the same and would rather live relaxedly instead of being chased down by the Marines, which is why he could have covered his tracks. So I think we can at least agree with them being past allies. Nico Olivia. Similar to Zeph, I'm not too sure about this choice since there isn't an insane level of evidence. However, looking at the dates of both Roger and Olivia's expeditions beginning and end, they are very well connected in the storyline. 28 years ago, Roger left for his final journey through the Grand Line. Around the same time, Nico Olivia left Ohara to join the Poneglyph expedition. And 24 years ago, around the same time Roger disbanded his crew, we would find out only a year or two later that Nico Olivia was captured by the Navy and then killed in Robin's flashback. Roger found lots of information about the Poneglyphs during his journey, which may have been later given to Nico Olivia, which is why she was eventually hunted down under the order of the world government in order to keep this crucial information from spreading. I also doubt Nico Olivia could survive for 4 to 6 years in the New World without someone strong protecting her, so it's possible she was an ally or under Roger. Once more, even if she wasn't a crucial member of Roger's crew, the fact that they were sailing the Grand Line within the exact same time frame trying to find the Poneglyphs is just too much to be overlooked. Next we have Shaki. Surprisingly, there's a fair amount of evidence pointing toward Shaki being an ally or maybe temporary member of Roger's ship. If her close relationship with Rayleigh wasn't enough, it was also pointed out that she used to be a fairly notorious pirate back in the day around the same time Roger reigned. Garp, who spent most of his time chasing down Roger, was stated in chapter 498 to have also chased down Shaki on many occasions. There is also an amazing theory that states that Shaki was actually one of the past empresses of the Kuja pirates before Boa Hancock, and the link will be in the description. Much like Hancock and others in Amazon Lily, her name is a type of flower, and as described by Gloriosa, it was said that past empresses had fallen weak to love sickness and wanted to leave to be united with their loved one. She is married to Rayleigh, showing that she could have been one of the few that this referred to. This makes it pretty apparent that she was at least a very close ally to Roger during his voyage, or maybe even a crewmate for some time. Porta de Rouge. It is pretty obvious that Rouge was very close to Roger, seeing as though they had a kid together, but was she ever an actual ally of Roger during his journey? Similar to Shaki, I believe she may have also been a part of Amazon Lily, even maybe related to Shaki. She bears a very close resemblance to Gloriosa, even wearing a flower in the exact same spot and has the same colored hair. The fact that she was able to hold her pregnancy for 20 months through sheer willpower and also holds the D in her name shows that she may have been very strong. Now this could have been due to being a potential member of the Kuja Pirates for some time, which consists of very powerful female warriors. She could have also been one of the empresses who was referred by Gloriosa to have left with a man due to the effects of lovesickness, thus why she joined Roger for some time. And lastly, the man of the hour, Monkey D. Dragon. Dragon, even though quite a strange answer, was hinted at appearing many times in Roger's adventure. We know he is quite knowledgeable of the truth behind the world government and has pinpointed many of their weaknesses over the years. It's possible that through Roger's help, Dragon learned from an early age that defying the corruption that we know as the world government is the right thing to do. We were also told in Chapter 0 that when Roger fought Shiki, a mysterious storm appeared and conveniently wiped away Shiki's whole fleet. The exact same thing happened to Luffy in current time when he was about to be executed by a buggy, and then was conveniently saved by a mysterious storm, which we know to have been caused by Dragon. Now, even if that isn't enough for you to believe, we also saw Dragon in episode 0 show up to Roger's execution looking enraged. The expression he shows is a clear indication that he cared for Roger in some way, and that this may have been part of what led to his ultimate hatred for the world government. So tell me what you think of this list. Do you agree with it or do you disagree? Is there anyone you would add? Tell me in the comment section down below. Like, favorite, subscribe, do what you need to do, and I will see you all later.